Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. The movie begins in 1959. In Hong Kong, Yip Man leads a quiet life with his younger son, Yip Ching, and wife, Chung Wing Sing, after his elder son, Yip Chun, leaves for Foshan. One day, a surprise visit from a young teenager reveals to be Bruce Lee, seeking to claim the promise Yip Man made to teach him Wing Chun when he was a child. Testing Bruce Lee's agility with a playful cigarette toss, Yip Man seems unimpressed, leaving Bruce Lee shocked but accepting. At a school, Yip Ching and Chung Fong are caught in a scuffle, separated by their teacher, Miss Wong. Chung Wing Sing tends to Yip Ching, while Miss Wong looks after Chung Fong. Learning of the incident, Yip Man invites Chung Fong to dinner, understanding his father's late hours as a rickshaw puller. The next day, Chung Tin Chi, Chung Fong's father, is found fighting in an illegal arena, bringing unexpected challenges to the lives of Yip Man and those around him. Soon, Frank arrives at the arena with his family. King Sang, the manager, approaches Frank with business talk, but Frank urges King Sang to focus on the school they were discussing, advising him to keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, senior Yip Man pays a visit to Master Tin's restaurant. As they prepare for a group photo, he receives a call from his wife, who informs him that she's been waiting for him at a dance class for over an hour. Realizing he has forgotten his promise to join her, his wife expresses her frustration. While waiting for his son, he meets Chung Tin Chi. They strike up a conversation, revealing that they were once students under the same Wing Chun master. Chung Tin Chi extends a friendly invitation to a future match, to which Yip Man awkwardly agrees. As Yip Man and his son leave school, they encounter King Sang, who eyes them suspiciously. Arriving at the school office, King Sang intimidates the teachers, revealing his intentions to buy the school for real estate purposes. However, the headmaster refuses, leading to King Sang's coercive tactics. He begins to harass and torture the headmaster, escalating the situation. Witnessing the brutality, Yip Man intervenes, swiftly stopping King Sang and his men with his martial arts skills. With the situation under control, Yip Man calls the police to handle the unlawful actions. This encounter sets the stage for further conflicts and challenges, intertwining the lives of Yip Man, his family, and those around them in a web of martial arts honor and duty. At night, in his battered office, King Sang orders his men to immediately lock up the school. The next morning, a crowd of worried parents and children gathers outside the chained gates. Miss Wong quickly reports the situation to Yip Man upon his arrival. Without hesitation, he springs into action, directing his students to unchain the gate. Meanwhile, King Sang's men lurk in the distance, only to retreat once Yip Man notices their presence. Fearing another visit from King Sang's thugs, Yip Man makes the decision to guard the school with his students until nightfall. True to their fears, King Sang's men launch a sudden attack on them. However, with skill and composure, Yip Man manages to defeat them, protecting the school from harm. In the midst of this chaos, the thugs seize the opportunity to kidnap the headmaster and make their escape. Witnessing the abduction, Chung Tin Chi springs into action, attacking the thugs and freeing the headmaster. Grateful for his timely intervention, the headmaster thanks Chung Tin Chi, before departing. Meanwhile, Wing Sing experiences sharp pains in her stomach while doing housework. Concerned, she decides to visit the herb shop for some medicine. At the same time, Master Tin approaches Yip Man while he guards the school, expressing regret over King Sang's actions as his former student. Master Tin takes Yip Man to confront King Sang, intending to rebuke him for his dishonorable behavior. Upon meeting King Sang, Master Tin's anger boils over, leading him to slap King Sang in a fit of rage. Enraged and desperate, King Sang draws a weapon, poised to strike his ex-master. Fortunately, Yip Man swiftly disarms him, but they soon find themselves surrounded by his armed men. In a crucial moment, Fat Po appears, wielding a gun and threatening King Sang. This unexpected turn of events shifts the power dynamic. Following this intense encounter, the three of them sit down to discuss the school's plight. Yip Man urges Fat Po, a police officer, to take decisive action, given his authority. However, he reveals he is unable to act, due to bribery from Frank's influential boss. With the stakes rising and the situation becoming more precarious, Yip Man and his allies find themselves entangled in a web of corruption, violence, and personal vendettas. As they navigate these treacherous waters, they must rely on their skills and determination to protect the school, its students, and uphold justice in their community. One morning, Chung Wing Sing decides to visit the doctor to address some health concerns. Shockingly, she receives a devastating diagnosis of cancer. Feeling overwhelmed, she makes her way home, her mind swirling with worry. Along the path, she spots her husband surrounded by admiring women near the school. On the other side of town, Chung Tin-chi, facing financial strain, accepts a job from King Sang to take down a kung fu master. Unaware of the true target, Chung Tin-chi arrives at the designated location, only to discover he's been tasked with defeating Master Tin. A fierce battle ensues between Chung Tin-chi and Master Tin, resulting in the unfortunate injury of Master Tin's hand. Despite Master Tin's skills, Chung Tin-chi manages to overcome him, fulfilling King Sang's ruthless demand. Meanwhile, as Yip Man prepares to guard the school once more, Wing Sing confronts him at home. Attempting to soothe her concerns, he is interrupted by a call regarding Master Tin's condition from the hospital. Without hesitation, he rushes to the medical facility. While he is away, King Sang executes a brazen move, kidnapping the students from the school without any obstacles. Determined to secure the release of the children, Yip Man plans to confront King Sang directly. However, Miss Wong intercepts him with urgent news: the students, including his own son, have been taken captive. Yip Man races to King Sang's hideout, armed with a bamboo staff, where he finds his son, Yip Chun, in tears. Despite the tension, he manages to calm his son, before King Sang's men seize him as a hostage. Desperate to save his son, he pleads with King Sang for his release, ultimately forcing him to kneel in a heart-wrenching plea. In a moment of surprising mercy, King Sang relents, allowing Yip Ching to return home safely with his father. However, the leniency is short-lived, as he orders his men to attack Yip Man. A fierce battle erupts, Yip Man valiantly defending himself against the thugs. Just when the odds seem insurmountable, Chung Tin-chi reappears, joining the fray to free the captive children. In the chaos, King Sang seizes Yip Ching, attempting to flee. In a desperate act of bravery, Yip Ching bites King Sang's arm, breaking free and running toward his father. A chase ensues as Yip Man pursues King Sang through the streets. Their pursuit catches the attention of the police, who arrive on the scene. King Sang manages to escape, leaving behind a trail of chaos and tension. Returning home, Cheung Wing Sing, overwhelmed with emotion, embraces her son tightly. Filled with a mixture of relief and anger, she slaps Yip Man, unable to contain her pent-up emotions. Understanding her pain, he embraces her in return, offering his heartfelt apologies. In a moment of vulnerability, she reveals her cancer diagnosis to her husband, the weight of her illness casting a shadow over their lives. The next day, they visit the hospital, where they receive grim news about the severity of her condition. The doctor delivers the crushing reality that she has only approximately 6 months left. With heavy hearts and a sense of impending loss, they navigate their days with a palpable unease hanging over them. Meanwhile, Frank receives a visit from the police chief, who informs that he can no longer support Frank due to the kidnapping incident. As their lives intertwine with danger and uncertainty, the characters find themselves confronted with challenges that test their strength, resilience, and love for one another. In the face of adversity, they must forge ahead, grappling with the harsh realities of life, clinging to hope and the bonds that tie them together. On another tumultuous day, tensions reach a breaking point when Frank confronts King Sang during a Muay Thai training session. Enraged by King Sang's failures and blaming Yip Man for the chaos, Frank lashes out, knocking King Sang aside and demanding retribution. Fueled by anger, he orders the Muay Thai fighter to hunt down and eliminate Yip Man. Meanwhile, Yip Man takes his wife for her medication, unaware of the danger looming. As they enter the lift, the Muay Thai fighter suddenly ambushes them, attacking without warning. In a display of skill and caution, Yip Man fends off the attacker, mindful of his wife's safety. Breathless and relieved, he returns to his wife's side, finding her visibly shaken, but ultimately unharmed. They share a tender moment of reassurance, before heading home, hand in hand. Shortly after, Fatpo delivers news that Wing Sing's condition is stabilizing, bringing a glimmer of hope. However, Frank's relentless pursuit continues, as he insists on meeting Yip Man face to face. Yip Man, determined to end the conflict, agrees to Frank's challenge, a boxing match to settle the score. The stage is set for an intense showdown. Overwhelmed by Frank's power, Yip Man fights valiantly, using his renowned Wing Chun techniques to hold his ground. The tension rises as the clock ticks, each minute a battle of endurance and skill. Miraculously, Yip Man holds his own, weathering Frank's onslaught, until the 3-minute mark arrives. With a sense of relief and exhaustion, the match concludes just in time, sparing both men from further harm. Yip Man departs, leaving behind a defeated Frank, and a sense of closure. Meanwhile, Chung Tin-chi takes a pivotal step in his own journey, renting a hall to establish his Wing Chun Academy. Encountering a landlord who is an ardent fan of Yip Man, Chung Tin-chi finds himself propelled into the limelight. A newspaper article highlighting his victory over a kung fu master catapults him into fame and recognition. Emboldened by his newfound success, Chung Tin-chi challenges Yip Man, publicly criticizing his Wing Chun style as unoriginal and unworthy of the title. Despite this, Yip Man remains steadfastly by his wife's side, ignoring the provocation. As her health deteriorates, she expresses her wishes to her son, asking him to deliver a letter to Chung Tin-chi. In a tender moment, she requests a photo with Yip Man, a simple yet profound gesture of love. Moved by her strength and determination, Yip Man agrees to accept Chung Tin-chi's challenge, setting a new date for their inevitable clash. With his wife's encouragement, he begins to train once more, the familiar sounds of his practice bringing a sense of comfort and purpose. The night of the fight arrives, Wing Sing accompanying Yip Man to the venue. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation, as the grand Wing Chun battle commences. They start with a staff battle, each strike echoing their determination and skill, splintering in a display of ferocity and precision. Moving on to dual blades, they dance with deadly grace, each move calculated and precise. The tension mounts as they enter the final round, barehanded and determined. The air crackles with energy as they engage in a fierce exchange of blows, each refusing to yield. In a climactic moment, Chung Tin-chi gains the upper hand, striking Yip Man with a devastating blow. Cornered and reeling, Yip Man gathers his strength, channeling all his skill and determination into a single powerful strike. With a resounding impact, he counters, delivering a punch that turns the tide of the battle. As Chung Tin-chi falls, defeated and humbled, Yip Man stands victorious. In a poignant gesture, Chung Tin-chi destroys the banner proclaiming himself Grandmaster, and acknowledging Yip Man's superiority. The battle is won, and Yip Man approaches Chung Tin-chi, offering a hand of reconciliation. He imparts a profound lesson, reminding that true strength lies in the bonds of family and loved ones, not in the pursuit of glory. Wing Sing passed away in 1960, leaving behind a legacy of love and strength. It notes that Yip Man's efforts helped elevate Wing Chun to international prominence, cementing his place as a legendary figure in martial arts history. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out.